What's up, witches? It's Witchangelnekora, and welcome back to Hiveswap Friendsim. Oh gods, just saying that as it rolls off the tongue, it feels bittersweet because this, my fellow girls, boys, and all non-binaries and other genders, are the last two episodes of Hiveswap Friendsim, and we don't know if they're ever going to make a version 2 to this entire thing, maybe like a series 2 where we get to, hang out with sea dwellers and other awesome peeps, And just, as I said, it feels bittersweet just even saying the title because I want to miss this series. I really am. But enough, friggin' enough. Also, I'm sorry if you hear that buzzing noise in the background again. I am so sorry. I just haven't had the time to get a can of compressed air and get whatever the frig is in my laptop. So let's pop on in. And yeah, I'm trying not to cry right now because this series is friggin' amazing. The final chapter. Whoa, check it! We actually have 2 finals to get Volume 18 and the epilogue, which means there's going to be at least one more episode. So, first off, of endings, many. You crash landed onto a planet called Alternia. You staggered from the wreckage of your ship. You're desperate for information, for provisions, and possibly a bit of medical attention. But most of all, you were desperate for friendship. Is what you could say if you were written by a bunch of hacks who cared about the Aristotelian ideal of narrative unity. Possibly you could make some reference to a circle being complete in a thoughtless and imbecilic manner. But we're all in this together, right? And we've all learned and grown enough to know that there is something deep and dark and have started brewing beneath the surface. This really isn't about friendship anymore, is it? You've got enough friends. Now you need answers. You need... Oh gosh dang it. This is just the intro screen. Now, Lanka is the first ever transgender male troll, I should add. But we're going to save his story for last. We're heading to Barzum and Barzeli's route, because look at that. You move your cursor over them, and they turn totally tragicomic. I love it. So let's pop on in. You've gotten pretty good at the old friend-making game by now, but even an old hand at palling around like you, our little platonic Lothario has bad nights sometimes. So that was one of those nights. It's getting close to morning and not any friend in sight. You've met new people, sure, but none of your conversations have panned out the way you wanted them to. Every interaction had come to a close with your friend count no higher than when you'd started. No matter how many compliments, offers to help, and other tried and true friending strategies you whipped out. You won't stand for it! You're determined to finish out the night with at least one more new buddy's name in your little black friendship book. But with the sun's about to rise, you gotta admit, you're cutting it a little close. As each minute ticks by, the sky gets a little lighter, and the possibility of dying of agonizing, fiery death gets higher. Basically, you are like a chicken nugget, already breaded and coated, and if you were to get hit by that Alternian sun, you'd be fried to a crisp and served with ketchup. Maybe it's best for you to just pack it in and find somewhere to spend the day. You pick up your trusty palm husk and call up one of the many friends you already have to ask if you can crash. Hell, maybe Skylar will be up for sharing a Recuperacoon again. The soothing ooze has kind of grown on you, and sleeping next to Skylar always makes you feel so comfy and safe. Turns out Skylar is no more than down with you coming over. Time to make tracks! You turn tail and hurry in the direction of Skylar's digs, but it's not long until you run into a distraction. Oh, dude. Is that their hive? Can I crash here for like a couple days? It looks so cool. That distraction is in the form of a house. It's a dark, crooked thing hulking close to the ground, slatted wood walls, sloping roofs. Vines cling to it like dust and cobwebs clinging to forgotten things in the attic. Something about it feels off. It possesses a certain energy that sends shivers up your spine, making your hair stand on end. An instinct deep in your gut is telling you to give it a wide berth. On the other hand, it's shelter. Skylar's place is ways off yet. While the house is right there in front of you, it can be worth seeing if whoever lives here is willing to put up with you for the day. Let's approach the house. There's nothing else for it. Make your way inside. If you make your way towards the house. Sorry, my brain's going every which way but up today. Even though everything inside you is screaming at you to stay away, even though every step you take your chest tightens and your hands tremble. As I said, I'm stumbling over my words. I'm getting tongue-tied. By the time you reach the door, you're shaking with relief. Adrenaline zings through you. You could choke on it. You want to run, but you force yourself to keep moving forward. There's a slow-motion race between you and the sunrise. At this rate, the suns will make it all the way into the sky before you can even knock. You drag yourself the rest of the way, stumbling onto the front step. The door knocker is an intricate yet grotesque thing, an undulating tongue lolling out of a set of sharp teeth, all set in cast iron. You grab the lumpy end of the tongue and bang it against the door. Nothing! Frick! Maybe you'll get lucky and the door will be open? Out of options. You reach out and turn the doorknob. You can feel the first licks of sunlight against the back of your neck. Is it just you? Or is your skin starting to blister? But today's your lucky day. The door opens. You feel overjoyed at your life being spared. Instead, your focus is fully on how the rolling in your belly has ballooned fully into nausea. In the distance, inexplicably, is the peal of sirens, an insistent whining noise that only continues getting louder. You shouldn't have come here. But it's not like you had another choice. You might as well see what waits you inside. But as soon as you cross the threshold, the world lurches, and you pass out. Great! What do we do? Have a sugar coma and crash? You come to in a different room than the foyer, head ringing like someone just whacked it. When you move to sit up, there's the sound of skittering all around you. Like hundreds of tiny insects are scurrying away to safety. Have they been roving the floor while you were knocked out? Gross. Okay, that portrait over there looks really cool. I like that. And I like that chair over there. You prop yourself on the back of your hands and take a look around. Your impromptu nap has done nothing to assuage the deep sense of wrongness you have about this place. But hey, you managed to sleep through the day. Maybe the sun has set again so you can get the hell out of here. The sense of optimism is misplaced, probably, but it's not as if you could check. There are no windows. Cast your eyes around the room. Underneath the floral, peeling wallpaper, the walls are riddled with damp and mold. And on the other side of the door, the other side of the room, an open door. Thank frick. You're not locked in then. You can go for somewhere else in this place that might have a gosh dang window. Oh, dude! I love this hallway! It's filled with purple bloods! So cool! And that one troll over here, holy crap. How do you get your shirt on with those horns? Oh boy. Also, if you notice in the background, like way far in the back, I can't tell if that's supposed to be an Insane Clown Posse reference or what. You step into a long, winding corridor. It's so cramped, you feels almost the walls are closing in. While it had been warm out enough outside, you hear a deep chill settles over you, sinking deep into your bones. You're half convinced you'll never be warm again. Emanating from somewhere you can't see is music, tinny and rhythmic. It's interrupted by a crackling noise, like someone tried to tune into the correct station on a radio. Then one of the picture frames light up. Looks like it was actually some sort of TV screen. Yo! Welcome! Welcome. We're glad that you're awake. And that you came to visit us. We've been really
bored in this stinky old house. It really sucked. We could have just died. And how boring it was.
Two voices. One monotonous and so quiet you could barely hear it. The other shrill, dramatic, like its owner never learned the meaning of the words indoor voice. Catching what the quieter person is saying isn't made any easier by the high-pitched giggling that starts up in the background whenever they start speaking.
So hurry and find us. We want to play a game.
Gee, why do those words give you such a profound sense of deja vu? Because these two are like the two halves of Jigsaw. Or at least Billy the Puppet. The line goes dead. At the same time, a door pops open at the other end of the corridor. You meant to go through it, you guess. You'd rather go somewhere else. Anywhere else other than through the door, but there's nowhere else to go. Or is there? Approach the door. Yo! That is cool! Oh, it reminds me of when I worked at Talon Falls. The ice cream factory was this, I hit my notes when I talk. It was this, literal, like, ice cream factory that was made, but it was made to look like people had been murdered in there, and the owner had this guy come in and make it all 3D, where when you put on the glasses, you would trip out, like, it was black light and 3D, and it was so cool. And everywhere you looked, there would be clowns popping in with juggalo makeup. And, I just loved it. Your wariness only intensifies once you set off down the hall because the walls start freaking bleeding. You've seen enough troll blood at this point to be able to recognize it. Multicolored streams ooze all over the wallpaper and faded portraits line the wall, collecting and congealing in sticky, viscous puddles on the floor. The narrow hallway becomes steeped in the stench of copper. You walk faster, but the streams of blood follow you, sluicing down from the ceiling as quickly as you walk. You reach the door, eager to get away from the grisly sight, but you throw it open, but oh god. You can't consider what might be waiting for you behind it. What if these two shady characters plan to torture you, tie you up and steal your palm husk, texting embarrassing messages to your friends while you can only look on in horror, helpless and unable to intervene? Anything but that! Oh, dude, this is weird, but I love it. It's too dark to see anything. All you can do is fumble and feel around with your hands. Getting out of the room is a no-go. The door swung shut behind you as you stepped inside. You shuffle forward on wobbly legs. The floor feels unstable somehow, like it's going to open up and swallow you at any moment. Would it be a good idea to call out and see if anyone's here? You manage a feeble, hello? Your voice echoes. Soft laughter reverberates back in response. You catch a glimpse of something from the corner of your eye. A flash of purple. There's the sensation of eyes on the back of your neck watching you, but you can't discern where the other presence in the room is. If there even is one. You kinda hate this. Of all the crappy welcomes you receive, this takes the cake. You gotta get out of here. Try to gather your panicked thoughts together to formulate a plan, but before you can do anything, a series of ropes appear seemingly from nowhere, coiling tight around you and holding you down.
You're finally here.
We've been waiting for you. Whoa, this is cool. A light comes on. It's not the warm, burning rays of sunlight. This room is windowless too, but a spotlight, bright and harsh. It lights up a broad swath of the room, bleaching it white and sending long shadows stretching away from it. Oh, dude, it looks so cool! You can see your captors more clearly now. Two purple-blood kids. Aside from their expressions, they look exactly the same. A manic glint sparkles in the eye of one of them, as sharp as his razor blade grin. The other looks more hesitant, almost sad. They're tragicomic. One's happy, one's sad.
We're Barzeli and Barzum. You're the alien, aren't ya? You look weird. Your body's real weird. We wonder what your color your blood is. Or how springy and slimy your acid tubes are.
You want to rip open his guts? Gross, dude. I like you.
They squirm around like slither beasts when you slice open Charles' bellies. Are yours the same?
You struggle against your bonds. You have no idea what acid tubes are, but you'd rather much they stay inside your body where they belong, thanks. You thought you'd moved past the days where you had to serve as a torture muppet. All you needed was a few hours shelter from the sun, and if it's safe to go outside again, you'd really like to leave. This was the wrong thing to say, apparently. The twins leered at you disapprovingly. Oh, well, one of them looks so disappointed that he might just burst into tears. The other just looks pissed.
No way! We told you. We've been so bored! Do you know what it's like? To be all alone? With no one else to play with? For wipes? We might have each other, but you're never truly alone. That's what makes me and us so great! But it's a little difficult to play pranks on someone who always knows what you're thinking and feeling.
Wait. You thought Barzum was the quiet one and Barzeli the loud one, but it looks like you were mistaken, or did they switch? Oof. These two are going to really make my brain hurt. If you weren't faced with the prospect of having your innards yanked out and played with by bloodthirsty children, you might be more puzzled by their statement. As it stands, you have more pressing problems on your mind right now, so their words more or less fly over your head. You squirm harder. Even though it doesn't do any good, in fact, it just makes the twins sadder. You settle on matter. Or smatter.
Stop trying to get away! It's always like this. Nobody ever wants to play with us. We hate it. Now hold still.
You look at them beseechingly, trying to appear as small and helpless as possible. Maybe it's a little bit better trying to give puppy dog eyes to literal children, but they've lost track of you lost track of your own dignity a long time ago. They're not really gonna do this, right? A noise starts up. It sounds suspiciously like a chainsaw. And is it just you, or is there the smell of raw meat in the air? Where the hell is it coming from? You continue straightening your bonds, stomach clenching in fear, bile rising at the back of your throat. They're not actually gonna hurt you, right? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god! You wake up gasping, but you aren't strapped down anymore. You're in the same room that you were in at the beginning. What happened? The room hasn't changed since you've been gone. There's still only one way out. You really don't want to step through that door again, but what else can you do? You step through the door. There's the radio crackling again.
Welcome. Welcome. We're glad that you're awake.
Their little greeting goes on like it had before. Pre-recorded message, maybe? Your heart pounds as you step through the second door. You're hoping you'll be able to sidestep the ropes this time, but instead of getting tied up, you trip forward into a vat of what feels like glue. You were lucky enough to turn your face away from the stickiness, but your nose is still above the surface so you can breathe. For now, anyway. But you can't move.
You're finally here.
We've been waiting for you. They're acting like it was the first time all over again. What is this frickery? Are they messing with you? You met already, like mere minutes ago.
No, we would have remembered.
Meeting a weirdo like you.
Stop trying to trick us.
Then everything goes black for a third time. Jeez, what is with these kids? They're starting to really drive me nuts. And here you are again. Are you for real? This time you got shoved into a box. You're pretty sure you're gonna pass out while we're in the middle of being buried alive. You come to the room you're beginning to think of as yours yet again. You pass out 5 times, 10. You begin to lose count. You never pass out at the same time during the twin shenanigans, but it inevitably happens, and you always end up right back where you started. The worst part is that while your conversation with the twins stays the same, the way they trap you changes. You get trussed upside down from the ceiling, dunked into a water tank, scrabbling to get out while your lungs begin to burn from lack of air. Every time you black out before you die, but it's like you've died dozens of times by now, but it's really starting to stress you out. Kind of like whenever I play the Dark Room. God, I love that game. You seem to be stuck in some sort of time loop. You see this sort of thing in movies all the time. Everyone knows that movies are the best points of reference for one's actual life. The hero wakes up to the strains of an old pop song playing on the radio and reminisces over their childhood journals, which sends them back in time where they have a chance to stop a crime before it happens, or you're thinking of a different movie. Anyway, your point is that you have to find a way out of the loop. Hopefully you won't have to do anything too wild, like stab your past self and then throw your bloody corpse out the window. That would really blow. Unfortunately, you can't seem to find any clues indicating what you should do next. You always pass out. The twins are always excited to play with slash, torture, you. They don't seem to be aware that any of this is happening from what you could tell. After around 20-something or other, you've had it. Enough is enough. You can't take any more giggling, any more of that hard, damp floor, any more excruciating games. You might not be any closer to figuring out what to do, but you have to try something. Remember who you are. If we screw this up, don't worry. Pandora's on a holiday vacay. She'll be back in a couple days, but she lent me her magic book, so, well, basically it's her own book of shadows, opposite mine, and I can use time reverse, so it's okay. Remember who you are. There's one thing you've been doing wrong. Making this all about escape. You've been so preoccupied that you've been, with not getting sliced to pieces of knives and everything that you've lost track of what's truly important. The word that echoes in your heart when you rise at dusk and pulses through your bloodstream during the rest of your waking hours until it's time to go to sleep. The word that's kicked off every single narrative that you started in thus far. Friendship. You'll do things differently this time. You're going to bring yourself to truly care about these creepy clown children, gosh dang it. Even if it's the last thing you do. And with the way things are going, very well could be. Your ammo is oddly benign this time. A tickling machine. Unfortunately, it's a little difficult for you to talk to them through all the laughter.
What are those noises they're making?
I think they're trying to tell us something.
Miraculously, the tickling stops. You wheeze, trying to catch your breath, hoping to God you hadn't peed. You managed to not wet yourself out of fear until now. It'd be just the worst to have broken your streak due to laughing so hard. What is it about clowns and you devastating your body of waste? After assuring yourself that your underwear is blessedly dry, you ask, if they kill you, won't they just be alone again? How's that beneficial for anyone? They'll be bored and you'll be, dead. Which would rather really not be. Their creeping saccharine smiles transform into matching expressions of confusion. Barzum puts a finger to her chin. Oh, Barzum's a girl! And Barzeli's a dude! Okay. Cocking your head to one side as if in deep in thought. Almost like a puppy. Under any other circumstances, you might consider it cute.
What are you talking about?
We don't want to kill you.
Maybe just cut you a little.
You'll heal right back up again.
Don't be such a wriggler.
Some of the things they've tried to inflict on you would have definitely taken more than your regular human healing functions to recover from. But wait, you think back to Remley taking a whole-ass club in her side and acting like it was no big. She said something about higher blood colors being able to take more of a beating, too. Are the twins assuming that's the case for everyone? God. This is what happens when all the adults in a society go off-planet and leave a bunch of zoo animals to bring up their kids. Our world trolls also solve most of the problems by killing each other. You can't discount that either, I suppose. Take a closer look at the twins. There isn't any malice in either of their faces. The only emotion that you can discern is idle curiosity. You decide to take it as encouragement. You explain that no, you won't heal up from being sliced open, or from a non-virus scuttlebuggy being flung at your head because you're a human, and humans heal differently from trolls. Well, differently from high-blood trolls, at least. You even use your best babysitter voice for good measure. You feel like you're being given a stern talking to about the importance of taking care of one's toys so they don't break. Instead you propose, why don't you be friends? You can all play together instead of you being the subject of the torment. They'll be able to play with you for longer that way too. They give you a strange look.
Friends?
What's that?
Do people not agree to be their playmates very often?
No.
Usually just everyone's runs in the other direction.
So we have to catch them.
Or trick them.
That explains a lot. You think you're beginning to understand. If they let you down, you can try and show them what you have in mind. They do. They actually free you. They turn all the lights on in the room too, so you can actually see everything in it. Oh, it's cute! It's bigger than you expected instead of like a circus tent. A wire is suspended above the ceiling. A person-sized target rotates at dizzying speeds against the back wall. Juggling clubs, knives, scarves, and a few other props are propped against the wall, or on the floor. You recognize a few of the mechanisms they had inflicted on you before. It's pure chaos. So what else do they do with all this stuff? They're still staring at you as if they aren't quite sure how you dealing with them and, engaging with them voluntarily. You feel pretty tentative yourself. This whole interaction seems incredibly precarious. You're afraid that if you make a misstep, you'll end up back in the tickling rack again.
This isn't ours. We just found it when we got here.
But it does look like a lot what's in our hive.
We can do shows.
And stunts. All kinds of cool stuff.
Frick, even when they aren't threatening you, the way they talk in chorus like that freaks you out a little. In perfect unison, they're like one voice instead of two. You shake off your fears and suggest that they show you a little something. They seem to like that idea. Excitedly, they scurry over to the target board. One twin stands against it, while the other picks up a handful of throwing knives. You're anxious. You don't exactly want to rough up each other instead of you. But Barzum just throws the knives in a graceful arc. They surround Barzeli perfectly, barely missing him. You gasp, your mouth a perfect O. The twins seem pleased with themselves, laughing together like they're sharing a secret.
If you think that's impressive,
watch this!
They execute a stick flip off a pair of trapezes above a bed of swords, making a daring escape from one of the contraptions they trapped you in. Move similarly to how they speak, perfectly in tandem with each other. With the variety of obsessions you've seen among your friends, it figures that it was only a matter of time till you met someone who made a hobby of risking their lives. Not too out there compared to cage fighting or collecting saucy East Alternian figures. Wink wink.
You could have just escaped.
from the trap we put you in earlier,
Why didn't you?
You laugh nervously. You haven't had exactly much practice, and maybe it would have been easier if you had someone else to help. You look at the two of them pointedly. You didn't realize siblings were a thing amongst trolls, let alone twins.
Sibling? What's that?
You know, someone you share a lucis with. Someone you hatch with in the same clutch. Are you phrasing that right?
We do share a lucis.
We share everything.
We didn't just hatch from the same clutch.
We hatched from the same egg.
We were going to be a single troll, but
we split in two.
Just our bodies, though. Our minds are still one.
One person, two bodies. We're one and the same.
Okay, maybe siblings aren't a thing in Alternia after all. Being literally from the same person is quite a bit different from the human concept of twins or siblings. Somehow this leads to them telling you all about a number of exploits they had with some of the other kids in their neighborhood. One story led to another, and soon you're recounting some of your own adventures too. They particularly love your attempt at giving an impression of Nikki, clapping and crowing as you get into a dramatic power stance and flex your flimsy muscles. You can't help but feel a little proud of yourself. You feel like the guy in Jurassic Park who walked into the Velociraptor den and all, "Be chill, my dudes," and then actually listened to him. Oh, yeah, I remember that part. There's something great about making kids laugh. Even kids who were trying to murder you less than an hour ago. The twins are in the middle of talking about a prank they'd played. They found hilarious, and that you've tried hard not to grimace in horror at when you feel it. A sudden change in the air. Didn't they mention they'd been stuck here?
Did we?
Yes, we have.
When we tried to go out the door.
Some sort of force pushes us back.
You're the only first other person we've seen
Since we've got here.
You have a hunch that might have changed. Why don't you try again? They look at you skeptically.
If you want.
It's not going to be any different, though.
You just tell them to trust you. You look at the front door. The twins are crowding you from either side, clinging onto your arms and edging so close it's like they're trying to burrow into you. Ready? They nod. You push against the door. It opens, and you breathe in the cool evening air.
Not so fast.
We've gotten this far before.
But we won't be able to go any farther.
You'll see.
You take one step, and then another. As you look beyond the grounds of the house, you see things you hadn't when you first got here. Mountains in the distance, other houses. Before, all you could see was shrubbery. You pick up the pace. The house falls away behind you, disappearing into fog.
Whoa!
You did it.
You actually did it!
We can finally leave.
They swoop in to grab you, hugging you hard. The curving horns of their masks almost stab you in the cheek. You think they're a bit of a hazard when their wearers only come up to about where your chest is. They keep talking before you get a word in, pulling you forwards and shuffling you along between them. It looks like you were right. It wasn't just enough to save yourself, you had to save them too. You don't know how, but the key to making this little patch of universe obey the rules of reality once more was friendship all along. Whoa!
Ha 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 ha!
You should have seen your face.
You were... Shit, your pants terrified!
I was trying to say crap my pants, but my brain just went somewhere else. You heave a sigh as their incessant giggling surrounds you like so many playful ghosts. Yes, you say, very clever. They were the ones behind all this nonsense, weren't they? You started guessing somewhere towards the end, the wriggle your hands vaguely all the time stuff. They sure scared you, all right.
No.
That wasn't us. We were talking about the
Bloody walls and creepy sounds.
None of that was real. That was all us. That was all.
Chuckle voodoos.
We're the best at chuckle voodoos.
We got you so good.
They both bounced beside you excitedly. You blinked down at them. You have no idea what the heck chuckle voodoos are, but you can only guess that is some sort of illusionary thing. So they didn't have anything to do with the time messing up, folding in on itself. Actually, chuckle voodoos basically make life go nuts. I mean, they can create like illusions, visions, things that trick your mind. Basically, mind fricks. A lot.
No,
We told you.
we've been trying to get out of that stupid house.
For wipes.
Like, like sweeps. Sweeps are like every 2 years, I guess. But wipes is like for a very long time.
You and a Perigee. Did you really think
That was our hive.
our place is
So much cooler than that dump.
Visit their actual hive? You have reservations about that, but you can't find it within you to say no as they eagerly pull you along. One twin tugging at your hand, the other looping an arm in yours. You look back at the house one last time. You have no idea whether the twins are lying or if they're telling the truth. What caused what happened here? But right now, you're content enough knowing that you'll never have to see this place ever again.
Again, really?
Do you want to understand? Oh my god, what the hell? This is different. Yes, I want to understand. Of course you do. Your sort of creature always does. You're worn out. Last night was, well, it sure was something. You lived, probably. You learned, definitely. You made choices. You had to. And after all the time, here you still are. So after a day of recuperation from ragers and houses of horror, you're out walking the streets of the place you may as well start calling home. You've changed out your party gear, opting for your old hoodie standby. Fits the mood you're in. You're not really looking to meet anyone new tonight. Well, Mike can say no. Probably. But you're not jonesing for it. Only a little. It's complicated. After an indeterminate amount of minutes of aimless walking, you look around to where you've ended up. You seem to have wandered into a dirt pile. Oh, you know this dirt pile. It's Father's corpse field. How'd you get here, you wonder? I'm pretty sure you were just from the other side of the city with no particular desire to come anywhere near here. It's probably fine, just deep innate bro-honing skills, taking over your gosh dang body, just little friendship things. You look around for your pal father peeking down into a few of the deeper holes. Might as well say hello since you're here and all. Holy crap, that again? Curiosity killed the cat, but you definitely got more than 9 lives, so your truck would slide not gracefully down into the shiny hole. Father's nowhere to be found, but there's a window down here, and it's almost completely unearthed. It doesn't take much effort to free it the rest of the way. At first you think it might be some cool new trash you make art with, but when you get closer you reconsider. There's a whole ass room and you can see through the painted glass laying at your feet. That's weird. Weirdness isn't typically a term for you, but usually there's some sort of causational coherence. Doors are in walls surround rooms. You aren't used to finding parlors and ditches. Is there a ledge or something? Should you do a little polite knock knock? Hey, friends in there! Damn, you can really go for some friends right now. Is there protocol for approaching ditch window? Allow me to stop you there. I'm a timeless being of the void, but even my patience has its limits. Fun is fine, but this frivolous navel gazing is no longer necessary. Coming from behind the shadow of that narrative text, it's so very hard to see your face. Yo! It's me! You aren't sure where you are, and it's surprisingly a little nerve-wracking. You look over your shoulder at the window you guess you just freaking came on through. The Alternian sky is framed by the edges of the dirt hole. The knot in your stomach loosens a bit. Hopefully that means this is a two-way portal. It's Dr. Scratch! It's Doc Scratch! Dude! You turn to look at your surroundings and, oh, there's someone here. The guy you just heard, you assume. He doesn't look like any of the other aliens you've met. Oh, I'm not an alien. Or no more than any of us are alien to each other. In fact, nothing is alien to me. The root concept behind that term is alienation, being forced from that which is natural. Nothing is unnatural to me. I look upon all realities as equally inviting and approachable. It is you, my dear, who are out of place. I can see that even if I was not omniscient, which I am. Okay, so I'm not an alien with no horns or a cast sign, though. He's definitely not a troll. And whoever he seems to be white. Just really, really white. And round. And his outfit is admittedly kind of dope. Looking at him really ramps up your friend thirst. He just has this quality about him that you've got to get with. Take a step towards him, almost thinking about it. Oh, my apologies. That compulsion of yours has become extraneous. Let me take care of it for you. Oof! He snaps his fingers and your knees buckle. The force of the universe presses down on you like G-force. Ow! You blink and somehow he's there immediately, arms stretched to catch you as you fall. He steers you onto a chaise lounge and you drape yourself weakly onto it. Please, have a seat. The emotional transition might be a tad uncomfortable, but I know you've handled worse. Oh God, you're quite the soldier. Allow me to be the first to say that I'm very pleased with your work. I knew exactly what you were going to do, of course. And most of your work was, in fact, my work. Regardless, congratulations are in order. What does this guy talking about? Your work? You're trying to parse what he's saying, but your body's still shaking for whatever he just did to you. It's hard to think in here. You suddenly don't feel friendly toward him at all anymore, toward anyone. The void left by that feeling is a freshly gaping horror. It's like who thought your work caved in on itself, a black hole of personality just eating your body up from the inside. Try to pull your crap together. He seems like he means business. There's no time to lose it, no matter if your sense of self is shattering. When you truly reflect on yourself, you truly can't, with any honesty, claim to believe any of this was your own making. Crash landing on a hostile alien world, surviving the impact, dragging around a half-broken body, and somehow not immediately being eaten by local fauna. Did you learn an alien language just by thinking about it very, very hard? Right! Malik did say something about that. That you were speaking perfect Alternian. And it was kind of weird, but you just accepted it. For no good reason. That's your whole deal. Your friends accepted all your quirks. That's what friends do. You say it to convince yourself as much as to prove it to them. So many trolls. So many fascinating aliens. And all of them wanted to know you. Did you really think you managed that on your own laurels? Or were they all drawn to an indefinable something? Je ne sais quoi? Well, yeah, you had this whole emotional arc. You got self-confidence, you grew as a person and helped others to grow. The white text guy doesn't make expressions, but you get the feeling he's looking at you pityingly. I find you sweet. Honestly, I do. I don't intend to cause emotional injury, I'm just telling you the truth. I never lie, you'll find. It isn't like you don't have admirable qualities of your own, of course. You've made quite a valuable vessel for me, and I appreciate that very much. I could not have done it without you. I'm only joking. I absolutely could have done it without you. It is just infinitely more fun to do these things together, is it not? What things? What do you do? What did you do? You hope you didn't do something that would frick over all your friends. Though, when you try to think about them now, the bonds you felt come up all twisted. Or the artificial friendship they drive you giving you, pushing you forward, you're not even sure what these memories are supposed to feel like. You close your eyes and breathe. You remember the way Polipa touched your face after you touched hers. The claws trailing down your cheek. How Taizia slept, trusting as you kept watch. How Tagora gave you a chance when he saw something in you that you didn't even see in yourself. How not that long ago you had the chitter handle of an extremely friendly jade-blooded boy. Oh, I should have done Lanka's version first. Holy crap. We're already in the prologue. Well, still, I want to give this series a good ending by doing Lanka's last. So, those moments are like the memory of once to you now. Blurry, cold, and out of reach. Was all that nothing? Your heart is a chasm. Don't worry so much about it. I simply needed some dots connected. Some pieces in place for my next move. Choose whichever metaphor suits you. Whichever way you frame it, because of you, everyone will soon be in their rightful place. Crap! What have you done? Your head starts to spin, you think you might cry, so you pull your hood up over your head to try to block out the harsh green in the room. You try to imagine it still smells a little like Malik, but it doesn't. It doesn't smell like anything really, but you remember what it smelled like at first and you hold on to that. It was real, you tell yourself. Your friends were real, and what you felt for them and with them was real too. You're so afraid for them, and as guilty as you feel for craving it, the fear just makes you need those feelings you felt before even more. You're calling desperately for the euphoria of caring, of being cared for. Who cares if your hand was forced? You felt it, and it still mattered. Matters. You remember how you felt watching Chixie perform, bathed in light and righteous anger. Also, how you drunkenly commiserated with her later, when no, that's not right, that didn't happen, except you still remember how hungover you were the next day. Just when you start making sense of things, the whole freaking world shifts under your feet again. You just can't keep up with all this moving real estate in your brain. Ah, yes. All 3 sets. Annoying, but necessary. You're just indescribably bad at keep yourself alive in one piece. You are quite as adept at befriending aliens to start out with. My intervention was necessary to keep you on the right path. Time and space mean very little to me, but I had to move quickly and, again, repeatedly. Swapping some incriminating note-taking here. Befriended an impressionable young upstart here. In your Cola Bear, inspires some bandits. Know how it is. You have to throw the temporal spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks. I'm sure if you look back, people see those traces of my deft touch. So a few memories may have slipped through the cracks here and there. Timelines are tend to collapse in on each other if you aren't careful. Your ability to mentally withstand such an event, and so often is a testament to my acumen in choosing each task. You almost caught on a few times, which I must say I was not expecting. It was listening to the silly little girl who expressed been big causing trouble. Oh, come on, don't mess with the cute little olive girl. You hurt her, I hurt you. And as always, bystanders end up getting caught in the crossfire. The one with the shovel, for instance. I doubt his mind will ever be the same. A pity. You sit up straighter and clench your hands into fists. Over the course of this pompous monologuing, you move past fear and grief and into deep, globe-chafing rage. How dare he do this to your mind? To your friends' lives? What's so important that one white orb asshole had to frick with the destinies of everyone you ever grown to care about? There are answers out there, and you deserve them, and so you demand them. Adorable. Yikes. You shift on the chase lounge so as to hide your famous legs from this creepy round fricker. Oh, calm down. All of you and your adherents to the societal expectations and archetypes. Perhaps one day you could just learn to take a compliment. Besides, I was being condescending. So you demand answers. He sighs theatrically. You're not even sure where the noise is coming from. He doesn't even have a mouth. How isn't he even talking? How the frick does anything work at all? Frickin' magnets, how do they work? I knew you would. I find explaining myself incredibly tedious. Suffice it to say, I am a man with many boards and fields to play. And although there are countless ways to move the players around those boards, some are doubtlessly more entertaining than others. You were simply one pawn among many. I won't bore you with the details. Doubtless you are aware of the greater contextual framework of this story. The hell you are! You aren't aware of jack shit! Your head's full of question marks! Well, of course. I'll listen to me. See, yet another unfortunate aspect of the limitless conversing with the narratively limited. He taps a thumb and forefinger to his orb. Perhaps it would suit you better to understand gradually. And when I say gradually, please understand that I mean it. You won't be leaving. But yes, I do this will clarify some things for you. This way, please. He opens the door and gestures inside. There's a light coming from in there, but it still gives off the vibe of a dark closet door in an unfamiliar bedroom at 3 a.m. Yeah, you're afraid, but you won't understand even more. You stand up, take a step, conscious of the movement of the muscles in your legs. With the rosy sheen of your friendship hypnosis or whatever the frick you did to you gone, the sensation of moving your own body feels heightened, important, yours. There's probably a version of you that would try to turn him down, or that would probably run or fight or take a nap on this surprisingly comfortable piece of antique furniture. You even consider rushing back to say goodbye to somebody, but anybody at least. But you know there isn't time to click through all that bull crap. Those tributaries flicker in your mental periphery, so tangible you can almost see yourself choosing one, but you pull your focus back into your present and look them right in the orb. Such trust they'll remember you, because the you've become after this journey, after all this friendship and growth and death and time, you need to understand. You owe it to your friends, but even more you owe it to yourself. You found your river and you're going to see where it leads. So you follow him. Sit here, please. In the interest of expediency, I will leave you with your own devices while I go deal with an unexpected but entirely unwanted guest. It shouldn't be too hard to parse the truth on your own. All you need to do is read a brief webcomic. No way. No effing way. No friggin' way! I want to check this tab real quick before I even do an outro. Look at that! We have a befriendments tab! It's just like an achievement thing. Oh, that's so cool. And we haven't even finished this part yet. Let me tell you about... Oh my god, that is so cool. I didn't even notice this before, but the befriendments tab is basically like the achievements tab. So we've befriended everyone except for Lanka. So, oh my god, look at this. I'm gonna go back onto the twins' route and click no and see if we get like a really cute ending screen for their route. It won't take me long. Oh, so if I hit no, I just get instant game over. So I guess just by doing the twins' route, you don't really get like an ending screen, I guess. Anyway, that was nuts. So, even though we kind of did it backwards, we finished the epilogue and the twins' route. And now we're going to finish off this amazing series by going on to Lanka's chapter and just ending at Friendsim. So, I'm going to cut this short and sweet. I got editing to do. If y'all like this, you know what to do. Hit the like button with a big old bibbity bobbity boop, but I'll see you all in the final episode. Mwah! Stay magical, my friends. And, God, this episode is going to kill me.